to the channel. My name is Chris and I'm a gorilla in the wrist. Today we are looking at the Shark Boot Camp Analog watch. So people may remember that this is the watch that I was fortunate enough to win on a giveaway from Pete on the Chilling with Watches channel. I'll stick links to that channel in the description to this one. It's a great site and one that keeps me very amused. And Pete does have a tendency to look at watches that I probably wouldn't see anywhere else. So I would recommend people going and having a look at that. So we did quite a long unboxing video for this. In fact, it was the channel's first video. And so really today's review is just to talk about the experience of living with it for the last month or so. But before we get into the review of this one, quick wrist check. So today I am wearing the San Martin SN0031. You will have seen the review on this watch. It's an absolute belter. So 1 month in, what can I tell you about this watch? I think what I would say is that I found this to be a very robust, really good beta watch. So you may notice I've added a bit of my own extra camouflage in there as a consequence of wearing it as a beta watch when I was doing the staining on my garden shed. And I obviously wasn't paying a great deal of attention. Successfully managed to splash it all over the watch. But as you'd expect of a camouflage watch, actually, it just blends right in, really. Just adds a little bit more camouflage to it. So maybe I will do that again. So I think one of the concerns I had about the watch when I unboxed it was that actually it's quite small. It's sort of 38mm, and I've worn 38mm watches elsewhere. I've worn sort of smaller watches for comparison. This is get this in screen. This is one of my favourites, the SNK805, and as you get a sense, there isn't a huge size difference in them. And actually, what I've found as I've been wearing it over the last month is that actually the size is pretty good. It's comfortable. It's as light as hell. I mean, it weighs virtually nothing. And because it weighs so little, it is very easy to wear. You almost don't know you've got it on. Probably one of the reasons why I was able to splash it with stainer. But the size isn't the issue that I thought would be. Actually, it works really well. It's comfortable to watch. I have to say, when I first started using the clip, so it has this sort of Shark system clip, which kind of tucks in and then clips, hence Shark click. When I was first wearing it, trying to do that with one hand wasn't brilliant, but actually within a couple of weeks that wasn't a problem anymore. Is that you found actually there's a knack to it, and once you know the knack to it, then it's easy enough and it isn't a problem anymore. One of the things I have noticed, because one of the options that I was considering was actually putting it on a different strap. I was thinking of putting on a Marine National type strap, similar sort of colour, so it still have that tactical-ish look to it. But the spring bars are very, very tightly in, and this I will get it off, and we will try that at some point. But it's got very, very solid, very robust spring bars, and therefore I've kind of left it on the strap. But we will have a bit of fun changing the strap on it just to see, and I will try put it on other things. As for most collectors, I have boxes and boxes of different watch straps, so we'll have a bit of fun trying all of these. So in terms of features, it is fairly basic. It's a three-hander, second hand. It's got a brownish coloured dial, but the hands there are very legible, very easy to see. The second hand actually hits. It doesn't have a second track, but it seems to hit the markers where the markers would have been, and no problems with accuracy. The watch has been very accurate. I've given the water resistance a really good testing. So this has been worn in the shower, and I left it in a cup of water. I'm going to put the video to that up here somewhere, just to make sure there weren't any problems in terms of it. Absolutely none. Came down the next morning, no change. The watch was working exactly as it was before. So I think in terms of water resistance, it's 150 meters. It's fantastic. It does exactly what you need it to do. This is a surfer's watch. So it's no great surprise that it is very good at that. So finally, would I recommend it? Um, I think I would. I think what I probably would say is go and have a look at the whole range, because I think I have a little bit of buyer's regret, because actually when I went back to look at the website, what I found is that there's a huge number of spectacularly, gloriously colourful watches, and I appear to have picked the dullest one on the website, because I was going for that combat style look. But actually, the really bright, colourful ones are interesting. I also wanted to try the three-hander rather than the digital, as I have a lot of digital watches, but I suspect that they are better as digital watches. But they're fun, they're inexpensive. These are $65. I wouldn't recommend necessarily buying one at this point in time if you live in the UK like myself, because the exchange rate's pretty poor. But I still think in terms of value for money, they are pretty good. I think we're talking about something at 45, 50 quid. So it's in the range of the sort of mid-price Casios. Um, and I think for what it is, I think it's reasonably priced. It's got a good movement in it. There's no trouble. It does everything that you need to do. It's a fun watch. It's not a serious piece of horology. It is just a bit of fun. And I do enjoy it, and I will be keeping it, and I will be wearing it. Obviously, trying not to get any more stain on it. But I would recommend it to people as a simple, fun watch. I suspect they're good watches for kids as well. They are robust. The kids are going to be able to knock it about without too many problems. So yes, I would definitely recommend it. I'll leave a link in the description. All that I'll ask for you to do is, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you haven't enjoyed it, please feel free to tell me what I should be doing differently. I'm all for learning in this. But other than that, just to wish you a good weekend. And we'll see you again soon when we are doing the review of the San Martin SNO29. Look forward to seeing you then. Thank you. So the final question, really, and sorry, one I didn't answer in the video, is does it have any lume? So yes, both the hands are lumed, as you can see from this. What would I say about it? It doesn't last very long. So yes, it does have lume, but I think you would probably see better lume from other watches. But it does have it.